All right. We are here. It is March Madness, the big dance bonanza. This is our fifth year doing this? Fifth year? Well, yeah, because the first year of COVID, they didn't do it, right? 2020, they didn't have a March Madness. So, yeah, then I want to say, probably the year after that is when 2021 is when we would have started it. So, this is our fifth one. Honestly, one of my favorite times of the year. I look forward to this every year. It is so much fun. And this is the first year I think I've actually kind of started watching a little bit of college basketball throughout the season. Yeah, there's a little bit I know. I don't know a whole lot, but I've kind of subtly kept up with it a little bit. So I have. I'm gonna know it. The numbers and their seating may not say so, but if you know some things, then it might help out. So for everybody this is your first time doing it, we'll go over real quickly how it works. So it's how would you say, a progressive pot on your team. So it's not just having the national championship gets you money. If you have, out of all your teams, if one of your team makes the Elite Eight, what is it? That team wins you $5. Yep. And then if they make the Final Four, then it's $30. So you'll have total. That team will have total 35. If they make the title game, it's $40. And if they win the national championship game, they'll get 80. So all in all, that one team will accumulate 155 total dollars. So then, mix and match with the multiple teams you have, you could be walking away with. In total, if you have. No, it can't work where you have all Elite Eight teams because you only get max of 5. You could get all Final Four. Yeah. We've never had it happen where one person has all 4 of the Final Four teams, but what is it? The most we've had is someone get 2 number 1 seeds. Is that it? That's the most we've ever had? Yeah. He had UConn in Florida, right? Or Duke in Florida. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, someone asked me, is there a fail safe in the way of one person getting all number 1 seeds? It's I told it was we've never had that happen before. So we haven't needed to. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, people are saying they can't hear you. Hold on one second. They're saying they can't hear you, but I can hear you, so it's something on my end. All right, how about that? All right, talk again for me. What? No, they can't. What the hell? What the heck? All right, hold on, so y'all can hear Brandon. All right, so you can. All right, why is this happening? Oh, okay, this is actually never happened to me before. All right, da 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 da. No. Like I can hear you, but it's not going out to Streamlabs. I don't think so. Hold on, let's do this. Here. All right. Well, all right. Does that do it? All right. Why is this not working now? This is. Because it all should be. All right, hold on. We're going to go to the next scene here, see if it gets fixed there. No, it's not. A bunch of things. Well, what the heck? What the heck? All right, I do know how to solve this. All right, we'll be right back shortly. All right, we're back now.
Let's do it.
Yep. All
I
right.
can hear myself. That matters.
No, yeah, you'll be able to hear yourself.
Okay.
Cause like yeah, cause that's the way it's set up. So it'll be a little weird
That's
for you
how
at first, but
it's okay.
all right, all right. So we're back. We missed a lot. Well,
Okay.
but that's okay. All right, so yeah, okay. So we went over progressive pot. Everything rolls through for money wise.
Yep.
Any before we get into this, any news on any teams you have going into it? Anything exciting about any teams that are in the field, or do we want to go over it
Here's the thing.
as they come
No,
up?
I don't know a bunch. You clearly have done your homework on these teams this year more than I have.
A little bit.
That being said, Miami of Ohio.
Miami of
They're
Ohio, they squeaked in, even though it was
30
already
odd
decided.
something and one.
But
Dark horse.
they play in the MAC, and they
Who
lost to
cares?
They lost to UMass in the first round
It
of the
happens.
MAC tournament. It does happen, and they say
Not
strength of
one game
schedule.
doesn't define a 30 odd game or season, right?
No, yeah, it's hard. Like if you're gonna play that many games to be perfect, doesn't matter who you play. It's still hard to do.
And that's what kind of annoys me. Like, oh, they had to play cupcakes or whatever. You still got to win the game.
Yeah, you still got to win the games. It's still very hard to be have a 30-1 record.
Like, what do you want them to do? Lose? Like, that's dumb
Yeah.
with some arguments online. But yeah, that's all I got.
And
I
that
got
was
my
the only real shocker, I think, to the bracket this year, from what I've kind of what I
They have to
know.
play.
And well, Bama now their number 2 scoring player on the team is not going to be there.
Yeah, that whole team this year with
He
the guys
literally just got arrested.
yeah, and that now it's like that's
So
a mess. Never happened with her.
all right. So let's get into this.
Let's do it.
For people watching, let me pull up the chat back up. All right, for people watching, we have 2 different pools. So if you don't see your name in the first pool, you're in the second one. I'll go over. The first pool is Billy Joe, Brandon, Carl, Connor, CR, Dave, Grant, John J, Kelly, Mike, Molly, Neil, Tim, and Trevor. The second pool is Andrew Tebbett, Beasy, Brandon, Dustin York, Elizabeth, Grant, Jacob, Leon, Liam, Matt Dennis, Molly, Nick Littlefield, Peter, and Trevor. So we'll do them one at a time. We'll start with pool 1. All right, let me pull that up. All right.
We got some new guys and girls in these.
Yeah, we got some new people in it this year.
I love it. Record to fill the Bonanza this year.
Oh yeah, pool 1 went up right away, and then pool 2 filled fairly quickly after.
It's awesome.
So
Our first year we could barely find people, and this year now we have too easy.
yeah. Now it's super easy. I love that. It's like I say, it's my favorite time of year. I love doing this. So all right, so if everybody can see, we have on one wheel everybody's name. Depending on how many teams you got, that's how many times your name is on said wheel. On the other wheel, we got all the teams. And for anybody who has a question, so technically there's 68 teams. The play-in games are considered one team. So Miami of Ohio versus who do they play?
NC.
No, Texas plays NC State in the play-in game, so that's one team.
Then it's Miami of Ohio and Aspen.
Yep, and then Howard and whoever, and then
Lehigh and Prairie View.
Yep, they're one team. So you get both of those teams. Yep, and those games start tomorrow. So you'll know which team you're going to have out of there tomorrow, but
yeah,
they are considered one team. So all right, let's for the first one here. All right, let's shuffle everybody's name. All right, we'll shuffle all the teams. All right, how we feel? Do we want any more shuffles on either? Or are we good with that?
I think that's good.
All right, that's good. All right. The first person getting the very first team, Carl, with only 2 teams, is going to be Nebraska. Nebraska was a team that started hot, faded late.
Yep.
I think that's the only reason why they got so high in the number 4 seed in the South is because early on they played some good teams.
Yeah, they had a 20-odd game win streak until they played Michigan.
Yeah, and then their second half, their February and January just wasn't that stellar. All right, Kelly's gonna get Texas A&M, the number 10 seed from the South.
The Aggies from A&M. All right.
We're going to have Tim get UCLA, the number 7 seed out of the East.
Him with UCLA. The fighting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The fighting Kareems.
My favorite. All time, by the way.
Trevor's going to get VCU. VCU's a conference winner.
Got that again? Sorry.
Trevor did.
Trevor got it. You know, VCU is almost another school with those letters. It's a story for another day.
All right, Connor's going to get the very first 1 seed off the board in Arizona.
Wow. Hot. Won the Big 12 championship.
Yep. Although they have the kid who I believe the freshman who doesn't like playing the second half.
Oh.
I forget his name. He puts up like 20 points and then he's like, all right, I'm done.
Peace out, guys. I did not know about that.
Connor's going to go. Connor gets another number 1 seed in Duke.
This is what? Back-to-back years.
Back-to-back picks and then back-to-back number 1s.
That is crazy. You can already hear the...
All right, looks like I'm going to get California Baptist.
Wow.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to take them.
You know, I didn't take California for a huge Baptist population, but good for them.
Dave is going to get Kennesaw State.
Davis,
Yep.
the Owls of Kennesaw State. New football program.
CR will get High Point.
High Point. CR with the 50 overall seed.
They won the Big South Conference tournament, so Billy Joe's going to get Furman.
Another down Georgia way.
Furman won the SoCon Conference Championship. I was going to try and add all that into these teams because there's 31 of them, but it takes up a lot of room on the sheet, so I opted not to.
The Paladins.
Ooh, Tim is going to get Michigan. 3 number 1 seeds off the board quick.
Wow. So, don't like that.
Michigan, okay. In an effort to not make my bracket too chalky, Michigan was like one of the number 1 seeds. I was like, I just don't think they have it. Dave gets Villanova.
Another very historic program. Tim gets Villanova.
Shout out, was it DiVincenzo? He went to Villanova, won a national championship with them.
Yep. I think he was a part of that Butler people.
Billy Joe's going to get number 2 seed Iowa State.
Cyclone.
Yep.
From Ames, Iowa. Another team I did not know was good.
Yeah, they were kind of sneaky good.
Yeah. 7th overall seed.
Brandon, you're going to get BYU.
The Stormin' Mormons. I can't wait.
I think that was a team that had a little bit of hype going into the season and then just didn't quite live up to it.
You know, what's funny is I know more about the women's team at BYU than I do the men's team because the women's team got snubbed out of the tournament.
Oh, really?
Yep, they had a nice finish and everything.
All right, Molly's going to get St. John's.
Oh, the Reds. I think that's their mascot now. Where's Molly? There she is. Hey, out of the 2 teams she could get, that's
Yep.
not a bad one.
Brandon, you're going to get Arkansas.
Sleeper team. SEC champion.
Yep.
Coach Cal, bring it home. I'll take that.
They struggled a little bit against Ole Miss in that game, but they kept it together when they needed. All right, here we go. This is a nice even out. Connor's going to get the play-in game of Lehigh and Prairie View.
So Connor literally has the 1 and the 2, and then the 67 or the 68.
Yep.
Literally. I would seem to get Howard from UMBC.
All right, Neil is going to get Tennessee.
My guy right there.
He's not going to be thrilled. He's not going to be thrilled at all.
Yeah.
Trevor's going to get Alabama.
Whoever gets Alabama.
This could be a first round and out team. Just losing your number 2 scorer because he got escorted off campus today and kicked off the team. Had a pound of marijuana. They got him on marijuana and a stamp charge.
That's a tough Monday, at least. Hofstra's ready.
Yeah, Hofstra's ready to show him what's up. CR is going to get Georgia.
The fighting Anthony Edwards. That's all I got there. Sweet court.
Tim is going to get St. Louis.
Hell yeah, Tim. Hey, Tim's got 4 teams. All 4 of them are 35 or higher. Not bad.
Not bad. That's Elite 8 material.
Yeah, literally.
All right, Brandon, you're going to get Wright State.
I'm always right. I love Wright State. They are the Huskies. Raiders. Hey.
All right, John Jay is going to get Missouri. Missouri technically playing a home game in round 1.
Really?
Their first game is going to be in St. Louis.
What's Columbia to St. Louis? That's got to be only like
So it's only like an hour drive, I guess.
22 minutes.
22 minutes. It's essentially a home game for Missouri.
Wow, I would be not happy if I was the 7th seed out of the West.
I think like Missouri and Miami of Ohio were the only 2 real like what the fuck is going on with this bracket makers kind of thing this year.
So they're playing Miami of Florida.
Yep.
Oh. I'd be pissed.
Dave is going to get Siena.
They're St. Bernards or something. Tough draw so far for Dave, the 58th seed and the 63rd seed.
Hey, still got a couple teams to go.
Couple number 1 seeds. Was it 1?
There's one number 1 seed left out on the board. I'm going to get Wisconsin. Don't hate it.
I hate that for you.
Don't hate it, but they're not a long run team. That's a potential Elite 8 team. That's a potential $5 coming back my way, but
hey, that's all you need. Gotta get back to even.
Oh, Neil almost getting Houston, but ends with TCU. TCU, that's going to be a tough match. They play Ohio State in the first round.
Hey, that's a winnable game.
It could go either way. That could be a TCU win right there. It's going to depend on what Ohio State shows up.
Yeah. Minnesota beat Ohio. I need to know.
Yep. CR is going to get Louisville.
The number 23 overall, Louisville.
Beezy wants to know in the chat, how much did Connor pay you for back-to-back number 1 seeds?
Not enough.
Not enough. If we knew that was going to happen, we'd take more from him.
No kidding. Back-to-back years.
Kelly's going to get Texas Tech.
The Red Raiders. Big fan.
Is Texas Tech SEC or are they Big 12?
Big 12. She's
Big
got
12.
2 teams, by the way.
Tim's going to get the play-in game of SMU and Miami of Ohio.
That's Tim's last team. And congratulations on Miami of Ohio. Well, unless they play Massachusetts.
Let me fix this a little bit on screen.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're okay.
A lot of teams left. Worry about that. About the halfway point. Right?
Yeah, about the halfway point of pool number 1. Trevor's going to get Kansas. Kansas might have been seeded a little bit high.
You know, and that's exactly what I just thought because I know Kansas was having a down year really early.
They did. They did, and they struggled against top teams.
Up conference, so the Big 12.
Like they struggled against Arizona. They struggled against, I believe they played UConn and kind of struggled against them. Grant will get Iowa.
Wow. So you're just going after all the teams that go first, don't like.
Right.
All right. 9 seed.
Kelly's going to get the number 13 seed Troy.
The Trojans of Alabama. I got. They won an NAI football at one point.
John Jay is going to get North Carolina, number 6 seed. They beat Duke once, I believe.
Yeah, it might have been the first time if they did. They played on the second game. It was super close.
Yeah. And I believe that first game, of course, you know, Duke's head coach has to always try and become the bad guy. Trying to get rid of storming the court, claimed a couple fans punched some players or coaches. Didn't happen. They reviewed the tape.
Wow. Sounds like a Duke thing.
Yep, Duke's always just got to try and be the bad guy. All right, Trevor's going to get the number 11 seed South Florida.
That was Trevor's last game. So, funny enough, got a 14-15 and a 45 and 46. So.
Trevor should have 5 teams.
Oh, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I can just add one quick.
Yeah, I may have just mismade the bracket a little bit, or grid.
I got him in there now. We're all good.
Right, does he have one more name on this? Yeah, he does. All right. Yeah, he's got one more team.
Good.
John Jay is going to get Kentucky.
Another blue blood. Missouri, Carolina, Kentucky. Pretty good.
Neil, finally, after all these years, gets a decent team. He's going to get the number 2 seed in UConn.
There we go, Neil. That's a former champion.
Yep, former back-to-back champion.
No. Drinks on Neil in April. Let's see.
CR will get Santa Clara.
Yep. It's about what I know about him.
Yep, about right.
Yep, seems right.
John Jay's going to grab Clemson.
That's consistent in that 30 to 40, 20s to 40.
Yep. Not getting too flashy, but not getting too far away from the mark, you know. Mike is going to get the number 12 seed Akron.
It's his first team. Home of Steph and Ron.
What, we still got 3 number 2 seeds out there, 1 number 1 seed, right?
Yeah, one number 1, 2 number twos,
Yep, two number. Yep, that's right. Iowa State win. So yeah, two number twos.
and then all threes.
Mike's gonna go again with NC State and Texas playing game.
Nice, back to back. Here.
Brandon, you're gonna grab Hawaii. Don't hate
yeah.
that. Hawaii looks pretty good this year.
You know, just looking at this, I've got 3 teams out of the West. Don't hate it. Don't hate that at all. The Rainbow Warrior.
Mike's gonna grab UNI, University of Northern Illinois, I believe,
That's a team, yeah, Northern Iowa.
or Northern Iowa.
That's a team that I've seen upsets. No idea who they played. St. John's.
Then Mike's gonna grab McNeese.
We got the
Here's the thing about McNeese. McNeese is kind of on my biting list, mostly because they're hype up man.
Yeah, that guy.
He was the Cinderella of the ball last year,
God.
which cool.
Yeah.
Kudos to him. Loved him last year. Then he leaves. I think he gets some NIL money to go. I can't remember where he went. He went somewhere else.
Well, his coach went to NC State.
And so then that's where he went. He followed him.
Yep.
But then he went back to McNeese.
Because they made him be the floor cleaner.
Really? Yeah. Biting list. Done. McNeese, don't care for him.
Yeah.
You want to associate with a guy like that?
On you. Made your bed. We're down to our last 21 teams.
Billy Joe's going to get Michigan State, the number 3 seed. Gophers had beat them early. Michigan State, I'm not super high on. I thought they got ranked a little bit high.
Yeah, every time I've seen them play, they've lost. So.
And then they got the one kid who likes kicking balls.
Good point.
So, dirty.
Yep. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Just going to let you know he's been.
Molly's going to get the number 3 seed in Illinois for her last team.
Molly got 2 Minnesota teams. They're having 2 spots.
Yeah. It does seem to work out for people. Like Carl 1 year won with UConn with off a number with only 2 spots.
Yep.
It's a ballsy move, but
Work.
Dave is going to get Utah State.
Utah State.
Utah State is a team that people seem to kind of really like.
Where's Dave? There he is. Out of the blue, Utah Valley not making it.
I don't believe so. Neil is going to get Virginia.
Neil, again. Just raking them in right now.
Knowing him, though, he's still not going to be happy
Yeah.
no matter what. Unless he gets a number 1 seed, he won't be happy. Brandon, you're going to get the number 16 seed, LIU.
The Long Island University Sharks. Hate it. My last team.
That's your last team?
Oh.
Dave is going to get North Dakota State with their first ever bid. I was shocked when I was watching the selection show. I was shocked that North Dakota State made it, actually.
Yeah, they beat North Dakota on the Horizon League.
And it looks like I will get Miami.
Nice.
Miami, Florida.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Connor will get the number 7 seed, St. Mary's.
Did Connor only get 4 teams?
No, he got 5. No, that whole bottom row, it looks like it's off. Because Kelly should have 5. Connor should have 5.
Okay. I fixed it. It's all good. All right.
Mike will get the number 2 seed Purdue for his last team. Big Ten champs.
That's right. They did win the Big Ten.
They beat Michigan yesterday.
Yep.
So, hot hand. They're feeling good.
It's also Purdue.
It's also Purdue. But look for them to make some moves here now. Trevor is going to get Ohio State.
The Buckeye.
Bubble team all year towards the end. Then I think they turned it on in February and looked pretty good in February. So
I think Wolves beat them too. A lot of teams the Wolves beat.
and Ohio State only lost by like 2 or 3 points to Michigan in the Big Ten tournament. Tim is going to get Idaho.
So we have a bit of an issue here. Tim's got 5 teams already.
Does he?
He does.
Um,
How about this? How many entries do you have there?
I got 11.
Yeah.
Is that how many
11.
teams are left?
No.
So I got 11 teams, 11 entries.
Yeah, we got 11 teams. He's full. So I'm trying to figure out.
All right.
I might have to go back up the tape.
Joe has 2.
Give me a second. I can pull it.
John has 1.
I've got it up here. Got it. So just what's Kelly? Yep. Maybe I see. This is how serious we take it. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Let's see.
All right. I'm just going to resort them.
Tim's got UCLA.
I think that's supposed to say Dave. I think the counter message. Sometimes when you put a lot of things in the wheel and you shuffle it, it mixes some of it up. So Tim is supposed to be Dave, but we will respin that for Dave. Because I don't have.
Tim is supposed to, or this was supposed to be Tim's, or
It's technically supposed to be Dave's because Dave is supposed to be Tim because Dave has one more team and I don't have one more Dave on the wheel.
Gotcha. All right. So we'll respin for Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking back on like Tim's teams, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We'll just redo that whole thing because we have all the. I'm gonna go through all the teams again. You tell me if they're still out there.
Yep.
Florida,
Yep.
Houston,
Yep.
Gonzaga,
Yep.
Vanderbilt,
Yep.
UCF,
Yep.
Hofstra,
Yep.
Penn,
Yep.
Tennessee.
State.
Yeah, Tennessee State,
Yep.
Idaho,
Correct.
Queens,
Yep.
Howard, UMBC.
Yep.
All right. So yeah. So that was all right. So. All right.
This will be Dave's role.
Queens.
Queens. So if I remember right, Queens is a school that is closed.
What's that?
They consolidated with another school in North Carolina.
Yeah, next year they're going to go. They're going to be consolidated into another school.
Yeah. So
Elon, I think.
Yep, it is Elon. FCS football team.
All right, John Jay is going to get Houston.
Wowzers. That is his last name. God. Carl, who got the first team, is still out there.
See, okay, here's what I'm talking about. My dad just texted me. You can't ever make him happy. He says you two could screw up a one-car parade going down a one-way street with a full tank of gas. You know what?
That's true.
Here he gets a number 2 seed, a number 3 seed, and he still wants to complain.
That's very disrespectful. You've a historic favorite prawns. Rude. Just for that, I hope UConn doesn't make the trip. They forfeit.
Kelly gets Idaho.
What do you know about the Reapers? The Vandals, the Kibby Dome.
I know nothing good happens apparently up in the little tiny part of Idaho. That's all I know. There you go, Neil. That's what you get for complaining. Tennessee State.
Enjoy Nashville. All right, we've got 7 teams left. 8 on a ticket.
Billy Joe's going to get the Ivy League tournament winner, Penn.
Did you see that final shot against Yale?
No.
Oh yeah, it was pretty sick. Pretty impressive.
Good for Penn. Oh, Lord. Connor gets another number 1 seed in Florida.
Hey, remember when we talked about how nobody's ever gotten more than 2 number 1 seeds?
Hey, he is in the chat saying time to run it back, so we can run it back.
I don't like how this is going.
Oh, yeah, good for him. But this also could be the year where a number 1 seed, where it's not all number 1 seeds in the end. There's a lot of good teams out there. Carl's going to get number 3 Gonzaga.
2, a 3, and a 4 seed for Carl. Good for him. We're down to our last.
Kelly's going to get UCF.
The fighting Dante Colbert.
Are they the Dragons? The UCF Dragons?
Oh, that's UAB.
Oh, that's UAB.
It's
Oh, okay.
in Orlando.
Billy Joe will get the playing game of Howard and UMBC.
Tough draw for Billy Joe.
I got you. You got a number 2 and a number 3, so
Yeah.
we got Hofstra and Villanova left. CR will take Hofstra, and that leaves me with Villanova.
Vanderbilt.
Or sorry, yeah, Vanderbilt, not Villanova. Vanderbilt.
So you and your father both have teams from Nashville. There you go. That's the fact of the day.
All right, so that's pool number 1.
Yep.
I will, for everybody in pool number 1, I will send this out after it's over, but we got to get to pool number 2 now.
We do. Some would say the better pool.
Oh, that doesn't go there.
It's not everybody cool. We can get this thing rolling. Figuratively and literally. That will be 1 second.
All right, so there's 64 teams back on there. All right, just got to put everyone's names back on here.
Clear. Go. Maybe I'll go a little bit. Some good luck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Change the scenery. 3 number 1. Maybe that's gonna be a curse deal.
It
Why do
could.
you
It
think?
very well could. Like I said, this is the year that it's kind of anybody's game. Like the number ones aren't necessarily the absolute best.
Mhm. Let's see the last few years. Oh, who was it? Florida won it last year. Won. Houston also made it. And it was UConn and Purdue, 1 seeds. It's not off to a great start. uh, UConn won it as a 4 seed.
All right.
We ready?
Yep. Yep. All right. So everybody's name in pool 2 is on the wheel. All the teams are back on the other wheel. All right, we'll just give it a couple shuffles.
Shuffle, shuffle. Biggest dealer.
All right.
Let's see it.
Beezy's going to grab the first team. Number 1 seed off the board right away. Beezy's going to grab Michigan.
Wowzers. Great start for it. Wow.
Liam's going to grab UCLA.
There you go. Blue all set. Door.
Matt Dennis is going to get Queens.
Take that from Matt. I think Matt has been at every single one.
Yep. I want to say normally does he grab 4 teams only? Is this his first time grabbing 5 or is he?
Oh, I think he grabs 5 every time.
Does he?
But
Okay. Or maybe it's
historically never-
Dustin has usually only grabbed 4.
Ah, I think it is.
Elizabeth is going to get Hofstra.
Tough start for Elizabeth.
First time player.
First time player.
Trevor's going to get Miami, Florida.
Okay. Wow.
I'm going to grab Matt in Wisconsin again.
You're really
Consistency. Consistency.
Yeah. Hate that for you.
Nick Littlefield is going to get the play-in game of NC State and Texas.
There it is.
Matt Dennis is going to get a number 1 seeded Duke.
Wow. There you go, Matt. We got 2 teams from North Carolina. The Queen and the Devil.
Sure, got to be on both sides of it, right?
Point.
Nick Littlefield's going to be off the board again with Arkansas.
All right, Nick, you and I are in this together with Arkansas.
Not a bad bounce back from getting a play-in game team, but
Absolutely.
Elizabeth is going to get number 2 Purdue.
You know, it's
Big
funny,
10 champs.
I had a feeling she was going to get Purdue.
Yeah.
A good friend of hers lives in Fridley. Loves Purdue.
Now she has something to doubly root for.
Exactly right.
Looks like I will get number 16 seed Siena.
Dogs are barking. Like, literally. You need them.
Yep. Ooh, almost grabbing a number 1 seed, but it's going to fall short. Jacob's going to grab number 6, North Carolina.
Jacob with 6, North Carolina. Okay.
Dustin York is going to get UNI.
The Panthers. Home of Kurt Warner.
Oh.
And David Johnson, Cardinal running back.
Peter's going to get Penn.
Quakers. Oh, God.
Leon Smith will get Iowa State.
Wow, Leon, first-time player. Number 2 seed. That might be these first-timers get all these good picks.
Little rookie luck.
Yeah, honestly.
Jacob will get LIU.
All right, Jacob. LIU as well. Go Tarks. Ends up.
Elizabeth is going to get Michigan State.
Wow. Okay, Elizabeth. Spartan. Oh.
Peter will get North Dakota State.
So Elizabeth is a North Dakota State fan. And they play Michigan first round, so that might be a little
Ooh. That's going to be a tough one to root for. Nick Littlefield is going to get number 3 Gonzaga.
Number 3 Gonzaga. Hey, Littlefield over here has got an 11 to 16.
A little, kind of building a sneaky good roster there.
Yeah, honestly.
He's going to go again with number 8 Clemson.
Consistent. Honestly. Good for them.
Beasy will get Villanova.
Side of Philadelphia. What you know about Philadelphia?
Depends on who you ask. Some people say that's Hofstra.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. I don't know if that's in Philadelphia. I know it's in Pennsylvania somewhere.
No, it's in New York.
Oh, is it in New York? Oh, close enough. They share the same border. Dustin York is going to get Howard UMBC.
UMBC, hey, the last 16 seed to beat a 1.
Okay.
Oh, the Retrievers.
Brandon, you're going to get Vanderbilt.
Hey, you and I are in this together.
Yep. Almost SEC champs.
Almost.
Leon Smith is going to get Utah State.
Nice. I just gotta look one thing up. So. You're good. Okay.
Matt Dennis will get the play-in game of SMU and Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, you can't have every good.
Nope.
Plus, Miami of Ohio's good. So.
Leon Smith with McNeese.
I hate that for you, Leon. Got the Aura kid.
Trevor will get California Baptist. Trevor, we're in that one together.
Those, I don't even know. What the hell's a California Baptist?
Not a California gold miner. Peter's going to get Ohio State.
Cal Baptist is in Riverside, which is SoCal. Wow, was not expecting that through there.
Peter's going to go again for his last team, getting Hawaii.
The Rainbow Warriors.
He is. I will say, Peter is an Arizona fan. He went to Arizona for college, so I was really hoping, he could get his own team, but
Hey,
he's going to have to hope. Ohio State or Hawaii can make something happen for them.
Well, here's the thing: you don't root for your favorite team. This,
That is true.
right? They lose, you lose.
Trevor's going to get Wright State.
Let's see the left stage. There he is.
Trevor's going to go again, getting Texas Tech.
Nice Trevor. It's his second solid. Top one. That might be a potential.
Beezy's going to get Tennessee.
Again, easy. Nothing lower than an 8 thus far.
Brandon, you're going to get St. Louis.
Don't want him. Reroll. Double it. Give it.
Matt Dennis is going to get another playing game of Lehigh and Prairie View.
Well, here's the thing. Matt's got the best team and the lowest ranked team.
Yep. That's how it worked out in Pool 1, too.
Exactly.
Matt Dennis is going to grab his last team with High Point.
I mean, shit. I hate that for you.
Jacob's going to get Texas A&M.
Know nothing about the A's. SEC.
Dustin York with BYU.
All right, York. We're in this together. Matt Dennis says he hates his teams for us too, but he's got Duke, so it's
Andrew Tebbett's going to grab his first team in Santa Clara.
not to be confused with Santa Claus.
True. The Santa Claus. Shout out Tim Allen.
Shout out Tim Allen.
Andrew Tebbett's going to go back-to-back and grab Houston.
Wow.
Sometimes it pays to wait. Sometimes it pays to wait.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good teams left. I'm begging for one. You're going to get one.
I'm going to get the home team in Missouri.
This blows my mind. At a 39 seed is 10, like a 10, whatever. Like, it just seems so low. But it makes sense numerically.
Elizabeth is going to grab TCU.
The Horned Frogs. What number are they? Oh, I got them. Here, go.
They were number 9 seed, I know.
Yep, 34 overall. I got them. Another steady group for her.
Andrew Tebbett's going to get number 8 Georgia.
Went from having no teams to 3. A very short map.
Beezy's going to get VCU.
Start out strong.
How many number 1 seeds do we have left? We have Arizona left, and we have 2 number 1 seeds left. We got a number 2.
1, 2. 2 threes, 2 4s.
All right. All right.
We also have 3 15 seats left.
Ooh, there's definitely some fodder in there. Liam's going to get number 12 Akron. Cleaning up the board for some of us here now.
The Zips. I got MAC champions.
There you go, buddy. Brandon's going to grab the number 1 seed Florida.
What I wanted right there. Last year, Florida beat them in the national championship, so
Yep.
what I needed.
Dustin York's going to get number 4 Kansas.
Bill Self's Kansas Jayhawks. Legend.
Molly's only team is going to be Idaho.
Vandals. That's all good. Paul Vandal.
Brandon, you're going to get Nebraska. There you go. Going on a bit of a run here now in Pool 2.
I love it. I do have 3 teams in the South, though, in this pool.
Elizabeth going to grab a number 1 seed, Arizona.
Elizabeth on with Arizona, so another freaking dumb luck.
All right, all number 1 seeds are off the board.
I'm going to update this. Keep going.
Looks like I'll grab number 9 seed, Iowa. I guess we got to keep it consistent.
Yeah. Hope it's what you wanted.
All right, before we get too far here, so we don't run into the same thing we did the last one.
Good point.
I'm going to do that. So Andrew needs 2. Beezy needs 1. Brandon, you need 1. Dustin needs 1. I need 1. Jacobs needs 2. Leon Smith needs 2. Liam needs 2. Nick Littlefield needs 1. Trevor needs 1. All right, so that's right.
Yep.
All right, so everything should be right then. All right, we'll continue. Nick Littlefield is going to grab number 3, Virginia.
That is his last team.
Damn, he built together a solid roster right there. 2 number 3s and a number 4. Whew.
Absolutely. Good for them. Western York.
So he's going to get Louisville.
The Cardinals. You know, not the best teams of all time, but
well, you know, consistent. You know, he's hanging in there. Andrew Tebbett's going to get number 7, Kentucky.
I think Andrew is guaranteed a first-round win because he's got the 7 against the 10 in the Midwest.
Oh, true, yeah. So he'll be out of team right away, but he'll at least be moving on.
Hopefully it's the right one.
All right, he's going to go with his last team here in Illinois.
Yeah, he's got 2 of the top 3 teams in the South.
Yep.
So probably guaranteed at least $5 back.
Liam's going to get St. Mary.
Yep.
Jacob will get UCF.
There it is, yeah.
All right, does everybody else just need 1 team? No, Leon needs 2 teams. Everybody else just needs 1. Everybody who's remaining. There he goes. Leon's going to get Tennessee State, so everybody remaining just needs 1 team.
Not great for Leon, but he still has a chance at a pretty decent team.
There's the number 4 Alabama left, the number 5 St. John's, and the number 2 UConn. I think are kind of the 3 better teams left.
Those are the only single.
Yep. Jacob's going to get Furman off the board.
There it is. Jacob's last team. Started off strong, fizzled out.
Oh, there goes Liam. Going to grab Liam. Sorry, I said Liam. Liam is going to get UConn.
Very solid. 4 teams for him. All solid. Akron won a conference championship. The other ones are high seed.
Leon is going to get Kennesaw State.
Ooh. Leon started great.
Yep, and then petered off at the end there.
Yeah, that's tough. He's due for 1.
Brandon, you're going to get St. John's. There's the number 5 seed off the board.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, who is going to get Alabama? It's not going to be me. Troy, you're mine.
We did get a team from Alabama.
That is
Troy
true.
in Al- and we're down 2.
Looks like Alabama will go to BZ, and South Florida will go to Trevor.
There it is.
That is it. That is all the teams now. Both pools filled up. So, good luck, everybody.
Absolutely.
Again, this is my favorite time of year. I get to root for, unfortunately, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Don't love that, but hey, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to root for them. I guess I will.
Nobody's perfect.
No, nobody is. If you haven't Venmo'd, you can Venmo me or Brandon. We will get you off the board then. Please try and take care of that soon. And then, yeah. I think that's about it.
We will put together a schedule of who's playing who and keep guys updated throughout the tournament to see where everybody's standing. So
Yep.
it's always a favorite. So probably won't get that until after the buy-in games next couple days, but that will be out.
Yeah.
So fantastic.
All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Let's hope you win some money.
Let's do it.